after about an hour and a half extra wait, the quarterfinal round of the USCAA Division II women's bracket about underway here at the main gymnasium. And here we go. It's between the Davis Lady Falcons and the second-seeded Johnson & Wales College Wildcats. The 7th-seed Davis with the first possession, but not the first basket. Johnson & Wales able to come away with possession. Moving left to right. In the home whites, shot goes up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Brooke Lewandowski of Davis College. We'll give you the starters here in a few moments. Rob Longo with you. Continuing coverage of the USCAA National Championships Division I, II, men's and women's. We got a foul on the floor with 9:25 to go here in the first quarter. Could be a hand check called on Bianca Covington. Covington's first. Ball comes in to Brayden Mims. Handled by the Bork guard, Jamie Brown. Now, Lanaya Torres hands it off. And a foul called. 9:11 to go. So 2 quick fouls, not even a minute into the game. And Jaquana Pauling picks up her first personal. That's the team's second. Starting 5 for Davis in the front court. Lanaya Torres, Brooke Lewandowski, and then there's Brayden Mims, Kim Fassett, and Jamie Brown. As Brown trying to get away from some pressure. Does so, kicks it, far side. Torres chucks up a 3. That's nothing but net. First basket does go in favor of Davis. 3-0. Transition the other way. Johnson & Wales can't get the basket to fall. Starting 5 for the Wildcats. Bianca Covington, Chase Muhammad, Vandaria Shackelford, Jaquana Pauling, and Inesha Hankerson. Starting 5 for Johnson & Wales, the 2 seed. That one able to rattle home. Kim Fassett with a 2-point bucket. Up and in for Inesha Hankerson. Hankerson with the first basket for Johnson & Wales. Man-to-man defensively for Johnson & Wales. Davis trying to break it. Lewandowski misses the handle. Johnson & Wales able to come away with it. Kicking it near side to Covington. Down onto the block to Hankerson. Hook shot short. Hankerson trying to get the last touch on it. Rolls out of bounds. Brown walks it across midcourt. That one's swatted away. Here comes Johnson & Wales in transition. Floater around the rim, no good. Second chance opportunity is able to fall. That's Shackelford. Brown trying to run the offense. Hands it off to Lewandowski. That one bobbled around. Another turnover and another basket. Shackelford with 4 points early. Cross midcourt, Torres chucks it left to Mims. Mims with a 3, nothing but net. 3-pointer keeping Davis in the game. In fact, it's a 2-point lead for the Lady Falcons, 8-6. Covington looking for the play call, trying to know what set to run from the bench. Thought about floating a pass in there, and instead, it's the kick out. Up and around and in. Hankerson with 4 points. Tied at 8, 6:15 to go in the first quarter. Off the screen, trying to find Lewandowski, it's turned over. In transition, Shackelford slicing across the lane, kick out, long 2, no good. Can't get the offensive rebound. Here comes Torres. 1-on-1. And that one doesn't fall. Pong able to pull down a rebound. Near side, Covington works it back between the circles, kicks it out. Shackelford, entry pass onto the left block. Spinning around, foul, not the basket, but a two-shot trip to the foul line. As Kim Fassett picks up her first, team first, early on. Anisha Hankerson at the line for Johnson and Wales. Hankerson at the line. 6-foot sophomore from Charlotte, North Carolina. For the first one, it's up back of the rim, no good. First subs to come on for Johnson and Wales. Hankerson able to hit the second. She's got 5. Going to be Jada Morgan along with Euphrasia Harris. They check in. Shot off the mark. Stays with Davis, though. That one rolls a little bit too far out of bounds. Another turnover. This time, Davis will get the ball. Brown shattered across midcourt. That one picked off. Muhammad coming the other way. Around the rim, doesn't get the bounce. Second chance, though, by Morgan. She gets her first basket coming off the bench of the game. Comes Brown in transition. Flips it to Torres. Torres trying to get rid of it. It's taken away. Nifty little move, and Morgan's got 4 points off the bench. Subs waiting to come on for both teams. Pass to the foul line for Lewandowski. It's swatted away. Hankerson with the block, and then in transition, it's Morgan. Morgan with a long two. It's short. Mims pulls it down midway through the first quarter. Comes Fassett. Kick out. Extra pass to Torres. Passes up on the 3. Long 3, no good. From Jamie Brown. And another basket by Johnson Wales is going to force a timeout. Shackelford with 6 points now. It's going to extend into immediate timeout. Davis calls a timeout. Lady Falcons coming in to the game 15-10 overall, 5-1 in the Hudson Valley Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. Located in Johnson City, New York. It's just north of the Pennsylvania border, situated right on the Susquehanna River. Davis lost to the College of New Rochelle in the HVIAC title game 77-65, but New Rochelle is not a full-time member of the USCAA. So therefore, Davis received the automatic berth. Brooke Lewandowski had a team high 27 points. She was 10 of 15 from the floor shooting. But the Lady Falcons turned the ball over 30 times and only had 3 steals as a team. On the other side for Johnson and Wales, 19-4 overall, an 11-game winning streak for the Wildcats. Brown has her pocket picked. Maybe got 2 points for a takedown as well. She's going to be called for a foul. Mims is going to check back in. Meanwhile, on that media timeout, Justice Wallace comes in for the first time for Johnson and Wales. Inbounds deflected, but Morgan able to track it down. Kick out to Jada Morgan. Entry past the Wallace, front of the rim, no good. Brown has it fall in her lap. She pulls up a three in transition. Back of the rim, no good. Drive and dump off onto the left block. It's up and in for Justice Wallace. Brown harassed around midcourt. Puts up a floater. No good. Quick in transition. No good for Wallace. Mims able to get the rebound. Comes Torres. Torres with the two steps. No good. Taken away and a held ball.
Held basketball.
Arrow favors Johnson and Wales as Kiara Lloyd checks in for the first time and Chase Muhammad re-enters. Morgan controls in the front court, kicks it right side to Harris. Pass deflected, and it rolls out of bounds.
Coming in for the Falcons, Bassett.
Fassett checks back in for Davis. Catch and shoot three, no good. Rims out. Fassett with the rebound. Long pass in transition. And that one hard to the rim, a foul. It's going to be on Justice Wallace, her first. It's team foul number 3. Lewandowski's out at the line. Misses the first. First time anybody's been at the foul line for Davis. Jaquana Pauling checks back in. In transition. Foul, but no foul. Travel's called. On the inbounds, Brown can't handle it. Brown able to handle this one. And player control foul going the other way. Brown picks up her second personal. Team foul number 3. 17-8, by the way. Johnson and Wales leads it with 1:36 to go in the first quarter. A little bit of a late start. First game of the day. Well, first game, for me at least, at noon. Went to triple overtime. That one's off the mark, no good. That was in the men's Division II. Villa Maria defeated Penn State Greater Allegheny 106-101. Central Penn fell in the game after that. Now we're on to the women's Division II action. Lewandowski able to lay that one in. Kiera Lloyd able to find the hoop for the first time today. 19-10, under a minute to go, first quarter. Brown to Mims. Mims trying to go to work, then kicks it out to Brown. Brown trying to penetrate. Throws up a shot, no good. Comes Lloyd in transition. Baseline jumper, a little too strong. And a foul is going to be called on, I believe it's going to be Jamie Brown. It is. That's her third personal. Torres comes in. And Hankerson comes back in. Baseline, up and around and in for Chase Muhammad. Muhammad with 2 points, 21-10. Johnson and Wales in control early against 7-seeded Davis. Shot clock's off, 2 seconds, awkward angle. It's short. That's going to be the horn after the first quarter, 21-10. Johnson and Wales leads it over Davis. We'll be right back with quarter number 2. Start of the second quarter, Davis will have possession, start things off. Moving right to left in the road purple uniforms for the Lady Falcons. Torres trying to go hard to the rim, no good. And here comes Johnson and Wales the other way. Chase Muhammad holds, hands off now to Covington. Covington onto the paint. Inside out game. Now in front of the rim, no good. Mims flips it forward, able to come down with it is Lewandowski with the tiptoes. Jump stop, contact, nothing called. She gets her own rebound, fights off a defender, and then she hits the deck, and a foul is going to be called. Lewandowski goes down in a heap. It's going to be on Vendaria Shackelford. It's her first personal. Team first here in the second quarter. Mims on the inbound. Gets it to Lewandowski. 15-footer, short, no good. And another foul called. This one's going to be on Chase Muhammad. It's her first. Team second. Off the turnover. Covington with 2. 23-10. Davis having a hard time breaking his press. That one off the mark from Candace Winkle. Stopping. Kick out. Good ball movement by Johnson and Wales. Another 3 ball goes up. That one's in for Muhammad. She's got 5 after that triple. 26-10. Kick out 3. That one's in from Candace Winkle. Hits at a 33% clip beyond the arc. She connects on that one. Pretty good dribbling in the lane. Muhammad can't get that one to fall. Tips it away, though. Good move by Lewandowski. Can't finish, though. Jaquana Pauling able to pull down the board. Into the lane, dump off pass, doesn't go. And Candace Winkle comes away with it, gives way to Linnea Torres. A lot of contact, step back shot for Torres off the glass, no good. Kim Fassett couldn't pull it down. Foul is called. And be on Brayden Mims, her first team foul number 1 here in the second period. It's going to be Chase Muhammad at the line, shooting 2. First time at the foul line for Muhammad. Able to make the first. She now has 6. Tied for a team high, tied for a game high as well. Second one's up and in, too. Muhammad, a freshman, able to get it done in the starting lineup. Right-handed hook shot up and in for Kim Fassett. 4 points for her. 26-15, Johnson and Wales leads. Shackleford trying to go into the lane is fouled by Lewandowski. That's her first, team second here in the second quarter. That was on the floor, not in the act of shooting. Bianca Covington between the circles, kicks it right, entry pass. 13-footer, no good. Good offensive positioning. Putback doesn't go for Hankerson. She gets the ball again, going to try to go to work, and she is not fouled. Instead, it's a travel. It's 28-15, Johnson and Wales leads. It's 6.5 to go in the second quarter. Cross court far side, Lewandowski, she holds. Back up top to Torres. Hands it back to Lewandowski. And a traveling violation's called. It's 6:13 to go in the second quarter. Approaching the 6-minute mark. Johnson and Wales leading 28-15. 2-7 matchup. Winner plays tomorrow night. As you can count that one. Mims picks up her second, team third. Muhammad at the line again. trying to convert the and one opportunity. Be a first player to reach double figures, too, if she does. That's in. Jada Morgan checks back in. So does Kiara Lloyd.
Back in for the Wildcats, Kiara Lloyd and Jada Morgan.
Full court pressure for Johnson and Wales. 31-15 now. Again, winner plays tomorrow at 7 o'clock back here in the main arena. That's a 3-ball, nothing but net. Braden Mims now with 6 points. All of them coming off trays. Harris passes up on the long 2. Instead, lets Morgan have a crack at it. Mims able to get the rebound. That one deflected, stays in bounds. Torres foul, no basket. The foul's going to be on Kiara Lloyd. It's her first. It's the team third here in the third period. Torres at the line for a pair. Misses the first. Jamie Brown's going to come back in. She picked up 3 fouls in the first quarter. And Torres goes 0 for 2 at the line. Lewandowski able to get the rebound now. Brown runs the point. Lewandowski, turnaround shot, no good. Johnson and Wales wants to run. Shackelford, looking left. Drives the lane to the right. She goes up and in. 8 for Shackelford. Lewandowski coming the other way. Clean block. Stays with Davis. And that's going to take us to immediate timeout. 4:37 to go in the second quarter. 33-18, Johnson and Wales leads it over Davis. Out of the timeout, Davis keeps it in the front court. 20 on the shot clock. Long 2, back of the rim, no good. For Kim Fassett, Lewandowski pulls down the rebound. And in the process, Hankerson picks up her first personal foul. 14 fouls here for Johnson and Wales in the second quarter. One more would put them over the limit. Davis would be shooting 2 the rest of the way out. Handoff to Brown, short. Torres able to keep it alive. 14 to go on the shot clock. Torres wanted it, called for it. Back up to Brown. Pump fake with 7. Long 2 on the way, no good from Mims. Another offensive rebound by Torres. She gets knocked down. Nothing called. One more dump off to Lewandowski. Instead, it's a kick out. Brown launches a 3. Short, no good. Rebound. Hauled down by Harris. Floater in the lane, off to the right, no good. And yet Torres able to get the rebound. 3-ball foul line extended, short. Braden Mims, only an 8-person rotation normally, if that, from Davis College. That one picked off. 2-on-1 coming the other way. It's Mims, and she's going to get called for the offensive foul after she passed that one off. That's her 3rd personal. All 3 coming here in the second quarter. 3 players back in for Johnson and Wales. Covington, along with Pauling, and Hankerson's in as well. Entry pass and kick out from Hankerson. Cross court, Morgan trying to find some open floor. Contested shot, no good. Hankerson with the putback, it's in. 7 points for her. Brown's shot is short. That one goes out of bounds, going to stay with Davis. Pass picked off. Comes Johnson and Wales in transition. Awkward angle shot. Hankerson able to keep padding her stats. She's got 9 points, trying to work on a double-double with a lot of offensive rebounds. Torres kick out. 10 on the shot clock. Trying to go on the inside-out game. That one flipped out. Brown able to get there. 5 on the shot clock. That one deflected. There's 3. And it's turned over instead. Euros step up and in. Great move from Chase Muhammad. 12 points, 10 of them coming here in the second quarter. 90 seconds to play, first half. Fassett able to dribble around. Then the pass is picked off, 2-on-1. Muhammad has it fall off. Able to pick it up, though. Is Jada Morgan. She now has 6. It's going to be a 30-second timeout from Johnson and Wales, called by Larry Ellis. He's in his 8th season at Davis. Previously was a high school coach for 4 seasons before taking this job. Doubles as the director of finance at Davis as well. Turnover in the front court. Lewandowski was looking for a foul called. Good positioning. Foul. Basket counted. For Hankerson, she's got 11. Chance to make it 12. Braden Mims is called for the foul. That's her 4th personal. It's going to force Carissa Colombo into the game. Hankerson hits that one too. 12 for her. Full court pressure from Johnson and Wales. And a foul is called on Muhammad. It's Muhammad's 2nd personal. Puts the team over the limit. Both teams over the limit, by the way, so foul shots for the last 58 seconds or so on anything defensively. Lewandowski's at the line for 2. Missed 2 foul shots earlier today in the first quarter. She misses that one.
Coming back in for the Wildcats.
Usually about 65% from the line. Muhammad checks out. Lewandowski misses that one as well. Long two, baseline no good. Rebound pulled in by Shackelford. Eventually falls to Morgan. She can't get it. Hankerson fighting off defenders, and she pulls it in. Hankerson with 14 points with aggressive play in the post. Pass it across midcourt. That one out of control. Johnson and Wales keeps it. Shot clock is off. Timeout called by Johnson and Wales. 30-second lose it or use it situation. And head coach Jennifer King's going to set something up here. At least talk it over. Up 46-18. Well in command. $15 to go in the first half. Floater, short. Rebound, short. Extra pass, foul. Fouls on Linnea Torres. That's her first. Team's over the limit. So Covington's at the line for two. She misses it. Covington's second, that one's good. 3 points for her. Chance for Davis to get one more basket here before the buzzer. Clock stop with 3.7 to go. That one rolls out of bounds. Columba to inbound. To Brown, 2 seconds. Puts up a floating three-pointer. It's no good. And that'll end the first half, 47-18. Johnson and Wales all over Davis here in the quarterfinal round action of the USCAA Division II Women's Basketball Championships. We'll be back with the second half. Welcome back to the main arena here on the campus of Penn State Fayette. Rob Longo with you. Started the second half underway. Johnson and Wales to control to start things off. Moving right to left now, as the Wildcats well in control and the domination continues. All because of Anisha Hankerson. She now has 16 points. As it's the same starting five out there for both teams. That one's short from Jamie Brown, who has 3 personal fouls, all coming in the first quarter. In transition, weaving in and out of traffic, is Bianca Covington. Covington with 5 now. The first 3 came back in the second quarter. Lewandowski's doubled, kicks it out. Now it goes to Torres in the corner. Torres stump off to Lewandowski. She's able to rattle it home. 4 points for Brooke Lewandowski. She averages close to 20 a game, 19 and a half to be exact. Jamie Brown also averages 17 a game. She's been held in check because of foul trouble. Jaquana Pauling with the turnaround fadeaway there. Her first bucket of the game. And it's a 53-20 lead for Johnson and Wales now. Try to get you a score from the other end of the gymnasium, or from Malto Gymnasium. As that one's turned over. Here comes Chase Muhammad. Lays it up and in. She's got 14 points. Push back here in the main gymnasium. The game at noon between Villa Maria and Penn State Greater Allegheny in the Division II men's side of the bracket went to triple overtime. That one falls short. Coming away with it is Shackelford. Tries to fire a bullet, but it's tipped out of bounds. Baseline left on the inbounds. As Pauling picks up another bucket. Long three-pointer for Jamie Brown. It's long, off the back of the rim. Here comes Johnson and Wales. Floater with the right hand is up and good for Covington. Covington with 7. Brown on the kick out. Goes to Mims. Lewandowski goes to work, can't get it out to Brown. Bounce pass to the right block, and Jada Morgan able to have it hit home. 8 points for her. 61-20. Johnson and Wales all over Davis. That one nearly picked off. Brown able to keep it. She floats it up with the right hand. It's short, no good. Trio of players waiting to come on for Johnson and Wales. That one pulled down. Brown holds. Entry pass nearly denied. Able to keep it alive is Lewandowski. That one off the front of the rim, no good. Brown crashing the boards, couldn't get it. Lewandowski ends up with it, and it's a fresh 30. Cross court, far side to Torres. And a foul is called. It's going to be on the floor, I believe. Foul's on Hankerson. That's her second. Check that. That's Hankerson's first. Brown trying to drive, spin around, floater, front of the rim, no good. Coming in transition is Morgan, cross court, near side. Kick out, wide open three. It's nothing but net for Deshanae Brown, who just checked into the game. She fires up a three. Didn't play in the first or second quarters. The sophomore from Newark, Delaware, able to hit it. Finger roll up and around, no good. Pulled down by Euphrasia Harris. Coast to coast, Brown dumps it off at the last second. And Justice Wallace with another bucket. That's 4 points for her. Johnson and Wales off and running. And a foul called on Covington. It's her second. Team's second here in the quarter. Kiara Lloyd checks back in. Brayden Mims is going to have a seat. She has 4 personal fouls. They all came in the second quarter. Torres between the circles, kicks it right side. It's Jamie Brown back up top to Lewandowski. Man-to-man defense for Johnson and Wales. Wildcats able to pull down the board. It's Jada Morgan in transition. Up ahead and swatted, but a foul is called. Lewandowski ran into the wall, holding her arm. Looks to be okay. That's Lewandowski's second personal. It's going to be immediate timeout with 4:46 to go in the third quarter. 66-20, Johnson and Wales in command over the 7th-seeded Davis Lady Falcons. Out of the timeout, Justice Wallace heads to the line for a pair. It's the first time she'll be at the foul line today. Has 4 points. Misses the first. Wallace with a basket in the first quarter. A basket here in the third. Couple spins of the ball. Now one rattles in and out. Torres able to pull in a rebound. Flips it to Brown right at midcourt. Far side to Candace Winkle. And Lewandowski's fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. Deshanae Brown picks up her first personal. Team foul number 3 here in the third quarter. Lewandowski at the line for 2 shots. That one spins in. 5 points for her. It's previously 0 of 4 from the foul line tonight. That one's front of the rim, no good. Harris able to pull it down. Stop and pop from 16 feet, it's no good. Ball eventually lands to Jamie Brown for Davis. She spins in the lane, tries to get a shot off. It's blocked. Lewandowski gets the rebound. That one's no good. Last touched by Johnson and Wales. Davis basketball. Foul, no basket, but Lewandowski will go back to the line. Justice Walls picks up her second personal.
Wildcats fouls on number 1, Justice Wallace, her second. Shooting 2, Brooke Lewandowski.
Score by quarter so far. Davis 10 points in the first quarter, 8 in the second. Johnson and Wales on the other side, as Lewandowski sinks that one for her 6th point. The Wildcats had 21 in the first quarter, 26 in the second. Second from Lewandowski's in.
Brooke Lewandowski makes 2.
7 points for her. That's a team high for the Wildcats. No foul called, but on the putback is Wallace.
The Wildcats, Justice Wallace.
Wallace has 6. It's a 68-23 lead for the Wildcats. Lewandowski foul line extended near side. Gets a screen, kicks it out to Jamie Brown. Back to Lewandowski on the foul line. Kick out to Torres, picks up her dribble, goes back to Brown. Thought about a 3 instead. Tries to get it to Lewandowski. Good entry pass, and a foul is called with 3:27 to go in the third quarter. Gonna be on Euphrasia Harris, her first. That's going to put Johnson and Wales over the limit, so anything else for the next 3:27 will result in 2 shots for the Lady Falcons. That one's up and in. Lewandowski making a living at the foul line here in the third quarter. Second one's in as well. 9 points for her. 5 of 6 in the third quarter from the foul line after being 0 for 4 in the first half. Harris strong to the rim and in. Only it's Soares across midcourt now. As Johnson and Wales is in the lead 70-25. Straightaway 3 off the mark. Trying to push the tempo the other way is Deshawnay Brown. Check out that's Kiara Lloyd. That one's a little too strong. Lloyd stepped on the line. It's going to stay Johnson and Wales basketball.
Coming in for the Wildcats, Shannon Martin.
Baseline left on the inbounds. Trying to reset the offense. Shannon Martin checks in for Johnson and Wales. Long 3, no good. Launching a 3 the other way is short. It's Candace Winkle, but it was last touched by the Wildcats. That one on the baseline, no good. Lewandowski comes crashing. They can't pull the rebound in. Harris from the elbow. Harris able to sink it. 4 points for her. 72-25. Under 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Another Division II matchup coming up here. After the conclusion of this one, foul on Shannon Martin. Now it's going to be on Deshawnay Brown. At the line for a pair is Linnea Torres. Torres with 3 points. Now over 3 at the foul line. Brianna Walthall. As Jennifer King's going to start to empty the bench a little bit. Torres now 0 for 4 on the day from the foul line. Brown between the circles. 2-3 zone look now for Davis, trying to eliminate the penetration drives. That one short on a 3 ball. Crashing in, though, Justice Wallace creates a tie-up with 1:22 in the third quarter.
Possession, Davis College.
Jamie Brown jogs it across midcourt, just picked up her 1,000th point earlier this season. Baseline drive, lots of contact, nothing called. Ball's going to stay. Now it's going to go to Johnson and Wales. Under a minute to go, 72-35. Johnson and Wales well on its way to the semifinals. This is Brianna Waldhall. Gets a bucket off the bench. Far side it goes to Winkle. That one picked away. Brown able to keep the handle though. Puts it up. Comes Johnson and Wales the other way. Rolls out of bounds with 17 seconds to go. Goes with Davis. Davis across midcourt. Shot clock's off. 10 seconds. Torres starts her drive. Runs into some contact. Foul's called. It'll be on Deschanay Brown, her third. Wildcats over the limit. So Torres goes to the line for 2 shots, 0 for 4 from the foul line. Can't get that one to fall. Been that kind of day for Davis. Davis will head into the consolation bracket. Torres misses that one. One second. Good if it goes. No. 74-25 after 3 quarters of play. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter here with continuing coverage of USCAA National Championship action, Women's Division II. Johnson and Wales will start possession in the fourth quarter. The Wildcats look to get out of this one clean. Shannon Martin with a triple. Her first basket. Turnover coming across the other way. The Wildcats, that one left short. Lewandowski pulls down the board. .27 points in that third quarter for Johnson & Wales, 7 for Davis. As Jamie Brown gets her first basket. Brooke Lewandowski had all 7 points for Davis in that third quarter. Coming up after this one, it's going to be the 8 versus 1 matchup. Penn State Fayette against Central Maine Community College. Central Maine 28-1 on the season. Nifty little move by Brady Mims. Mims with 8 points. 77-29. Turnaround shot won't go. Able to keep it in play is Waldhall. And there's a triple from Shannon Martin. Entry and pass, skipped away. Jamie Brown launches a 3. That one goes out of bounds.
Back in for the Falcons, Carissa Colombo.
It'll be Jada Morta walking it across midcourt. Johnson & Wales up 80-29. Wildcats trying to move the offense around, get that 2-3 zone out of sync. Foul called with 7:21 to go. It's on Candace Winkle, her first, team first here in the fourth quarter. Frazier Harris goes to the line for the first time this evening. That one's up and in. Five points for her, all coming in the second half. Second one's up and in. Entry pass denied, deep 3. It's in for Candace Winkle. She's got 6 points. Hit a 3 back in the second quarter. 7 minutes to go in regulation, 82-32. Cross court near side, great ball movement against the 3-2 zone. Turnaround off the glass, no good. Colombo has to circle underneath the basket. Winkle near side to Mims. Mims on the perimeter. Baseline jumper, no good. Deschanay Brown across midcourt. Waldhall has her shot attempt rejected. Approaches 6-minute mark. Waldhall with a rejection. Entry pass to Waldhall. Off the glass, rim no good. Gets pulled in by Brown, Deschanay Brown that is. She launches a 3. Back of the rim no good. Waldhall able to come around with the offensive board. Cutting through the lane is Harris, no good. And the tip in is there for Jada Morgan. She gets into double figures with 10 points. Screen frees up. Mims, she can't get it to fall though. Gets her own rebound. That one doesn't fall either. Waldhall with the board. Johnson and Wales looking to run. 2-on-1. Coast to coast almost for Kiara Lloyd. Her first basket since the first quarter. Going to be a 30-second timeout for Davis. It's going to extend into our immediate timeout with 5:03 to go. 86-34, Johnson and Wales in command. Midway through the final period of regulation, 86-32. Davis trails Johnson and Wales into front court. Lady Falcons turn it over. But Davis gets it right back. Trying to get through a double team is Colombo. Can't come up with it. Ball goes to Deschanay Brown now near side to Kiara Lloyd. Swings it to Martin. Martin launches a three. That one a little short. Colombo can't get the rebound. Contact. Colombo called with the foul. Second foul of the quarter for the team. Going to take us to another immediate timeout. A 4:23 to go here in regulation. Johnson and Wales leading 86-32. Out of the timeout, Johnson and Wales in the front court. Corner three. Back of the rim, no good. Carissa Colombo able to pull down a rebound. Jump stop foul called. Linnea Torres will go to the line for a pair. It'll be on Brianna Waldhall. It's going to be her first. Team foul number 1 here in the fourth quarter. Torres makes a foul shot. That's her first made foul shot of the game. 4 points for her. Now 1 of 7 from the foul line. She makes both. 5 points for her. Three ball front of the rim, no good. It was deflected by Lewandowski, so it'll stay for Johnson and Wales. Steal by Davis. Trying to get out and run is Mims. Mims with the kick out. Long two, it's nothing but net. Colombo gets her first basket of the game. Back up top to Kiara Lloyd. Swings it far side to Deshaunay Brown. Good ball movement, long two. It's nothing but net for Shannon Martin. Martin with 8 points off the bench. Didn't play until the third quarter. All 8 of her points coming here in the fourth. Floater front of the rim, no good. Lewandowski trying to get to the loose ball. Foul's going to be called. Jocelyn Clark checks in for Davis. No foul called, just an out of bounds. Lewandowski with the basket. She has 11. 50-point lead for Johnson and Wales. Straightaway three passed up on by Brown. Harris, 13-footer, hangs on the back of the rim, no good. Brown able to get the rebound. And Lewandowski finally able to get the defensive board. 2 minutes to go in regulation. Torres trying to go coast to coast, has it ripped out of her hands, but stays in possession of Davis. Davis will head to the consolation bracket tomorrow afternoon. That one misses wide. We'll face the loser of the 3-6 matchup between Maine, Augusta, and Villa Maria College. That's a 9:30 tip-off over at Maltho Gymnasium, if everything goes to plan over there. That one off the mark. That ball slotted away. Davis able to come away with it. Gives away to Deshaunay Brown. Foul line extended three, no good. Rebound pulled in by Clark. Mims from 15 feet, it's good. She's got 10. Second player to reach double figures for Davis. Lewandowski just got there with her 10th and 11th points. We're under a minute to go. Wildcats are going to hold this one for a little bit. 10 on the shot clock. Now 5. Down to Walt Hall. She's able to get it to fall. 4 points for her. A 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. $90-40. Torres is going to hold in the corner. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Far side corner three, short, no good. Tipped around, shot clock's off, 6 seconds. Brown's going to get it across midcourt. Maybe. Doesn't matter as time expires. 90-40 your final score. Johnson and Wales moves on to the semifinals tomorrow at 7 o'clock here. Here in the main gymnasium. Davis will go into the losers bracket, in the consolation bracket, I should say. And we'll have a tip-off of the 8-1 matchup between Central Maine and Penn State Fayette coming up in 20 minutes here from the main gymnasium. Continuing coverage of USCAA Women's Basketball National Championships Division II.